Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So I have made significant progress in my room together with Granny. We have now done 2 walls aside from one strip, plus one piece above the door. Unfortunately, we found a couple of things that would say we do need filler, and we are gonna have to prime the walls. Due to both damage and some other things. I didn't really understand much of what she was saying, to be honest. I'm still learning all of it. But before we paint, we're gonna have to use primer, which shouldn't take too long. Like I said, there is a heat wave on the way. The heat wave will start tomorrow with, I believe, 28 degrees, which is fine. But the day afterwards, it's, well, 28 is still pretty warm in here. But yeah, it'll go 30, 34, 32 the days after. It will start cooling down around Tuesday. So yeah, but unfortunately, as I've mentioned before, the heat does get trapped into this apartment really bad, in a way of, yeah, it just kind of becomes a bit of an oven. And we only have an air conditioner in the living room, which means basically that my bedroom will be hot for at least a week after. It usually is. So that being said, next week I will be going shopping for the primer and stuff, but we won't be priming the walls just yet. We need to wait until the room will cool down, because it won't be doable to work in hot conditions. Yeah, it was already pretty warm today. It was 26 degrees today, but again, my bedroom does tend to get very hot. So yeah, I wish I could show the progress right now. Again, it is in the middle of the night. My dad is sleeping. He sleeps in the bedroom right next to mine. So I'm not able to speak at the moment while I'm in my bedroom. Therefore, I will be showing my bedroom tomorrow the way it is right now. I moved a lot of stuff, including my bed, all the way to the right, depending on where you stand, I suppose, just to make room to be able to access said wall that it was standing up against. The wall behind the bed has not been done just yet. I think I'm gonna do that maybe next week, either in the weekend or the week after that. Again, I really need to be careful with the heat. I do not stand heat very well. So yeah, I think most people don't, but yeah. So I'm gonna need to be a little bit careful about what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it. So like I said, we are gonna have to prime the walls first. So that's going to be not necessarily the next step. We do have a couple of things that we need to scrape off the walls, like tiny little leftovers. But you know, there's only so much time that you can spend in, or there's only so much you can do in 1.5 hours, which is what we had today. And yeah, I mean, it's still significant progress, but it's just a lot of work and a lot of waiting, which sucks. And of course the heat wave coming in between. But yeah, so the next step will be priming the walls. Well, first scraping off the rests, then prime the walls, let that dry, and the week after that's been done, we will paint those walls, which will finally be great and finally be happening. So I'm expecting a 3-week period, 3 Wednesdays that is. Now, I'm well aware that there are people who are getting fed up with the slow progress that I've made. It's not slow anymore. I'm well aware that it took me quite a while to get started on the walls, but again, conditions and stuff. I had to move a lot of stuff. I had to take care of a lot of stuff. Gwenny wasn't able to be here for quite a few appointments, basically, because unfortunately, I mean, there are other people and there are emergencies. And yes, I'm still technically able to work, but I don't have the experience that she does. And so I'm not gonna do things on my own, not knowing how, because, you know, I already got injured twice, one of them being very, very stupid. Basically because I shouldn't have used the steamer when I didn't know how to use it. So that was definitely on me. I shouldn't have done that, and lesson learned. But yeah, so I will be doing everything with Gwenny together. So it is every Wednesday that I will be making progress, for the most part anyway. Now that I do know how to use the seamer properly and how to use the scraper properly and stuff, I am probably gonna do that back wall myself without any assistance, because obviously I now have some experience and I know what to do. But yeah, I'm just glad when it's all over, to be honest. But it would be great if people could stop sending me hate mails, because I've gotten 7 so far in the past 3 months. Now 7 isn't much. I mean, it's been 3 months, I get it. But you gotta understand that it's very difficult for me to understand things. I am neurodivergent, and I am sorry if you think that I haven't made as much progress as I should have. I 100% agree with you there. I am 100% well aware that there are people who can do it all in one day, or at least in 1 week, who can just do the walls, wait for them to dry, prime the walls, paint the walls, all in 1 week. I am aware. I am very well aware. My biggest issue is space. As you will see tomorrow, I need to shut up about saying things about tomorrow, because I don't even know if I'll be able to upload. I wanted to upload yesterday, which obviously didn't happen because my internet was out. But the next video, you will see that I have made a lot of progress, and you will see exactly how much stuff I have and what space I have to work with. So it is very freaking hard to get things done when your room is 100% completely full. It is barely doable. But yeah, it took me hours just to make sure that there was enough space. Again, I'm all on my own for the most part when it comes to the moving stuff and whatever. Gwenny can only be here for 1.5 hours, like I said. So per week, that is. Sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 1 hour, sometimes less. It all depends on circumstances and the day that it is at. So yeah, it is what it is. And for those of you asking, well, can't your dad help you? No. I've had people say that too. Well, your dad is in the living room. Why won't you ask him for help? He has COPD. The moment he does anything, he is exhausted. He is huffing and puffing, and yeah, he has stage 4 COPD. It's bad. He has an oxygen machine for a reason, but it is what it is. So I would very much appreciate it if people could stop sending me hate mails. It's making me very uncomfortable, and it's not very nice, and you shouldn't do that. yeah, just I'm doing what I can. I am being as fast as I can. I promise you, when I started this whole project, I thought I would be done in a month, or at least a week. I thought it would. I thought honestly that it would be done in a week, which was not the case. It turned out to be months and months and months, and yeah, it's been a very, very, very long journey so far, with small updates, mostly big updates recently, and again tomorrow will be a bigger update because a lot more has been done. I wish that I could do the balls tomorrow for the rest of it, but like I said, I can't. So yeah, next week is just buying primer and getting rid of some junk, because there are bags full of, well, wallpaper at this point and other stuff. I'm gonna need to sort through my own stuff as well to see whether or not I can get rid of something, because like I said, my room is basically, it's not just a mess, it's all on one side. It's all very, very bad. It's very clumped and it's all very cluttered. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sort through some stuff. Hopefully I can reduce the amount of stuff that I have, or at least put them in some way that it will be easier to move. I do still have some empty boxes, so probably gonna use those. Oh right, speaking of the IKEA boxes, the plastic ones would not recommend. The plastic is very fragile and it breaks really, really easily, which is a shame. I mean, it's definitely not the quality that was like 10 to 15 years ago, when you had like this really, really good plastic that wouldn't really break that fast. I mean, now it's very thin. It's very thin and it's very hard compared to back then. It was more soft, it was more bendable, and it just wouldn't break as fast. But yeah. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to upload tomorrow. If not, I apologize. And again, I apologize for those of you who are getting fed up with the progress so far. Yeah, it's what it is. I mean, if it's going too slow for you, I'm sorry. If it's going fast enough, thank you for watching. And, you know, either way, I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your comments, though I usually get more emails. Yeah, but that's what the email is for, right? Privacy, contact, whatever you prefer. I guess most people prefer to email me. That's okay. That's what it's for. That's what I made it for. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna wish you all a very good night, a very good morning, a very good day, and a very good evening. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and thank you to those of you who have subscribed to me. And I will see you next time.